Bengals. Just when we trust ye.
It was right then when you wanted to believe.
Yeah. Instead, the Powder Blues come into Cincinnati and put up over 40 in this one. Not all offensive to get a defensive touchdown on a mix and fumble. Justin Herbert, 317 and 3. Burrow, battle. Burrow got banged around in this one. Did hit the 300-yard mark. 9 catches from T. Higgins for $138 and a touchdown. Keenan Allen had 2 early touchdowns in this one. And, of course, Eckler, did it by leg and by air. But congratulations, Chargers get a much-needed win. Both teams now 7-5. Charles Davis was on the call of this one, did a fabulous job as always. Let's start here. The Chargers have been inconsistent. Just when we believe, they let us down. Just when we think maybe not, they show up. Why were they so good today?
Well, in a word, defense. Yes, I said it, defense. And really run defense because, Eric, they came to this game number 32 in the league. There's 32 teams in the league. That means dead last in run defense, give up 145 yards per game. Their head coach, Brandon Staley, said they'd been playing better, but it's one of those things you're like, okay, over the last 3 games, you're doing a little bit better, great. But for the season, it hasn't been terrific. And remember, Linval Joseph, their monster run stopper, hasn't played in a few games, didn't play in this one. How were they going to contain Joe Mixon? Well, they got a little bit of help. Cincinnati lost Trey Hopkins, their starting center. Riley Reif, their starting right tackle. Neither could go today. So Trey Hill, a center from Georgia, started in the middle, in the pivot. And then Isaiah Prince, who opted out in 2020 at Ohio State, started at right tackle, and they struggled in the beginning. Give the Chargers a ton of credit. They didn't let Joe Mixon get going, and that was a big deal. And I'll leave it with this, Eric. Brandon Staley, the head coach of the Chargers, who also calls defenses, Ronaldo Hill, his defensive coordinator, former played in the league, they both said the same thing. We have to let 3-yard runs be 3-yard runs, not 3 yards, contact, and they leak it into a 6-yard run. That's where we end up losing the ball game. Today, they played the run well, tackled well, didn't let it happen. I know a lot of other big plays occurred. I know that. But that was a big deal today.
You also have some big players, or at least some high-profile guys, the 2 quarterbacks, Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. When you watch them on the same field for 60 minutes, not just today, because you don't want to overreact to any one day, where are they different, or how are they different, and how are they similar?
Where they're different is it starts with the arm, and it's not one of those things where Joe Burrow doesn't have an arm and Justin Herbert has a howitzer. Herbert has the howitzer. Joe Burrow has more than enough arm, but the arm of Herbert is just simply special. There's no getting around it. They ran a play where, they designed him going to his right towards the sidelines, stopping and throwing back diagonally all the way to the left. Not many quarterbacks can make that throw. It turned into a touchdown for them. So that's where they are different. Where they are similar is how they utilize their pocket skills in a ball game. I know Burrow hit the deck a lot today, yes. But watch how they manipulate a pocket, keep plays alive, and find people downfield. One other place they're really similar is toughness. Both of them are really tough guys. Herbert made a big tackle on an interception that was thrown, and it looked like a defensive back making the tackle. And Burrow, with his hand throughout the ball game, his throwing hand, kept playing, kept firing, kept staying in the ball game. Their toughness is not to be questioned.
Yeah. Do you feel like both of these teams, like we're waiting to be able to believe? Like we talk about every time we say, all right, we're in on the Bengals, they let us down. Every time we question them, they come out and give you a great performance. And the Chargers are not dissimilar there. I mean, which one of these teams is closer, in your opinion, to being a week in, week out, very good, consistent football team, which is really the next step for each of these franchises?
Yeah, I really thought it was the Bengals coming into this ball game, Eric, because of their ability to run the football with Mixon, how the defense has played over the last couple of ball games. We saw the best of the Chargers again. We saw the Sunday night Chargers against Pittsburgh, where Pittsburgh came roaring all the way back, remember? And it looked like, oh boy, they're going to find a way to not win this ball game. And then what happened down the stretch? Herbert made that big throw to Mike Williams. Well, what happened in this ball game? They pick up the fumble off of Mixon. Tavon Campbell scores. They get the ball back, and Herbert makes that big throw down the middle to Jalen Guyton, and it led to about a 1-foot touchdown for Austin Eckler. So they find a way with their backs to the wall to get it done, but it's not week in, week out. And Zach Taylor told us all week, this is the most important game we're going to play this year. We have played so far this season. He told his team that, and last but not least, he channeled Lou Brown in Major League, where he said, guys, it's not one win in a row, it's not two. You win 3, you got a winning streak. They didn't get to 3 again. That's the problem that they're running into. So I would have thought Cincinnati coming in, but when it was all said and done, Los Angeles found a way to get it done. Now, can they find a way to get consistent? I think we're going to keep asking those questions till one of them actually answers it.
Give him the heater. Lou Brown. I love the Lou Brown impression from Charles Davis. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time, bud.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.